I'd love to kind of introduce you a little bit more to our membership and let them get to know you. So I know that you once said that you weren't the kid that dreamed of playing in the World Cup. You were the one that dreamed of organizing a World Cup.
Sure.
So how does it feel to be kind of full circle doing that now?
Well, I loved playing and was, in the whole scheme of things, was a decent, youth player. But I was also self-aware enough early enough to go, my playing career is going to be capped at some point. And that's what got me involved in refereeing and ended up refereeing at a fairly high level, got me involved coaching, got me involved as an administrator at a young age because I just loved the sport. And I fully believe that, the more people that got to experience the sport, the more people that would be happier, the more people that would be healthier. It's just, there's so much goodness that comes with soccer. And so, but I graduated from college in 2005, and the career opportunities in soccer in 2005 were very much as a player, which definitely not me, or as a coach. And while I considered that, that probably wasn't the best career path for me, so I ended up in Silicon Valley, and was fortunate to have a really great run. And, learned lots of things, saw lots of great businesses, met lots of incredible people, and did a lot of things that I'm super proud of. However, I always trying to figure out how to stay involved in soccer, and because that was my passion, that is my passion. And as we've grown, if you think about today, someone who's graduated from college in 2025, there are so many career opportunities in soccer across all disciplines, whether it's medicine, whether it's law, whether it's communications. Obviously, on the field side, of course, and there are infinitely more opportunities than there were 20 years ago. But you can have a real career, and a career where you can make a real living. And I think that's something that I think we all should be super proud about. And I'm frankly jealous that kids who are coming out of college today have these opportunities. And I think back to your question around stewardship, part of our opportunity is to ensure that there are more of those over time, so that more people can have a full career in soccer, even if it maybe isn't on the field. And so, for me, this is a dream to be able to wake up every day focused on how do we get more people playing, how do we go win things, and how do we make sure that more and more resources can come to our sport to make that true.
Well, you touched a little bit on some of your experience around the game specifically. I know you're a ref assignor, administrator. I think you mowed and lined fields.
For sure.
I heard that you worked in a ticketing office at Stanford. Which of those do you miss the most?
Well, I'm allergic to grass, so mowing grass is a really bad idea. No amount of allergy medicine and allergy shots made up for like fresh mowed grass. So I'm going to definitely say that is the least favorite of the bunch. I'm actually a certified referee again now. So a couple years ago got certified again, which has been a ton of fun. For some reason, like having a 2-year-old, it makes it a little harder to get out and do as many games as I'd want to right now. What is cool for me is as we think about some of the opportunities at U.S. Soccer around us providing services to support our members and folks in clubs and environments all across the country, a lot of them I can draw upon my experiences writing software for referee assignment, writing software for managing soccer tournaments, in the 90s. This is actually the first software I ever wrote, and then I had a career in technology. And so, that came from my experience in soccer and trying to be in service to my local club or local community. And as we think about today, it's like, oh wow, we can do this in impacting tons and tons of people in a positive way. And so those experiences and what feels like yesterday but was definitely not yesterday is pretty cool as we think about what we get to do going forward.
So you're saying it's possible that some of our players could be watching this and have you as a referee, a center official in one of their games?
That is for sure.
Okay.
That is for sure.
So what are some of the lessons that you've learned in this role as you've gotten going? Obviously, you're not new to it, but new-ish, I guess. So what are some of those lessons that you've learned?
I obviously believed in the opportunity for U.S. soccer and soccer in this country when I started, or else, of course, I wouldn't have done it. And I'm a bigger believer in the upside and opportunity now. The upside that'll come from everyone working together and us sort of chasing after these big, ambitious, targets. I think it's huge. And it's a lot of work, and it's not always a straight line, and you definitely are going to stub your toe and have some bumps along the way. But I think what I hope folks know is that the team at U.S. Soccer is up for it. We want to earn your trust to be stewards of the game, and we want to go do big things together that we can all be proud of. It's a complicated ecosystem. It's a complicated organization because there are a lot of things you have to be good at the same time. You have, men's and women's national teams. You also have coaching education. You have referee work. You have safeguarding. You have a commercial business. You have all these different things going on all at the same time. And seeing these incredible people who've joined our organization, who are super passionate about our sport, when it clicks for them, when the pieces come together and they go, all right, I got this, and seeing them fly, that to me has actually been my favorite thing about the experience. Of course, being on the field for the national anthem and a gold medal, like those are incredible. Like how can you? But for me, like the moments where I've felt the most excited is when you see our folks really get their sea legs and go. And so, and I think there's, lots and lots more opportunity for that as we continue to build our team. But yeah, that to me has been the coolest thing so far.
So I want to dedicate a question to like mental health, mental well-being. It's I think, once upon a time it was like a buzzword. Now it's like, no, you've got to take this seriously.
Sure.
What is U.S. Soccer doing to improve that for not only players, but also coaches and referees?
The mental health is obviously super, super important. And, as you think about the broad spectrum of participants in soccer in this country, you've got super elite athletes, and you've got kids and adults playing purely for fun, and that's all are great. And what mental health means in those different environments, of course, is invariably going to be different by virtue of and the pressures and the stress and what that looks like. And so how we think about embracing the importance of it, and then also how we think about supporting what good looks like, of course, is going to be different based on kind of where you fit within the ecosystem. The resources we provide for national team athletes, is of course going to be one approach, and what they're working through, of course, is going to be different than someone who plays once a week pickup. But it's all important. And one specific area we've been super focused on that we've talked about publicly is our referee abuse prevention campaign, and really focusing on a positive and safe environment for referees. We of course are focused on our Safe Soccer program and the scaling of that this year. We'll be launching that in full production mode this year, and mental health is a critical component of a safe sport. And so making sure that we're focused on it from a hey, we know this is important, but also have some very specific initiatives at varying levels of the game to make sure that this is a safe and healthy and positive sport for everyone who participates.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.